Hello everyone. Today we are talking about Memento, one of the great Christopher Nolan films. This is a project for my indie film class, and I'm super excited because I could talk about movies forever. Let's get started. Since Memento was presented in reverse order, I'm going to give you my conclusion first. Just kidding. But I will say, watch no further if you have not seen the movie. The movie has a very high score on Rotten Tomatoes. It has a 93 on the tomato meter and 94 audience score. And then on Letterboxd, the average rating is 4.2. So, general consensus, it's a good movie. I thought the characters in this movie were very strong, very complicated, which is good. My favorite character was Teddy, and I have a lot to say about Teddy in this review, so get ready. Teddy was using Leonard, but to me it seemed like Teddy was the only one who did have like a genuine care for Leonard and Leonard's well-being. I also really liked him because he was funny.
Oh, that's right. Take a look at your pictures. I bet you got one of her. Oh, nice shot, Leibowitz.
I like funny characters. There's always, at the beginning of, like, Scream, for example, there's always a irrelevant character that gets killed off right away, and it's easier to process because you don't form an emotional attachment to somebody whose story you don't know. And at the beginning of the movie, that was Teddy. He was another unfortunate face that you see at the beginning of the film. But what I was not expecting was that we would spend the whole movie getting to know him. And that made his death very interesting to process. So it was very interesting getting to like his character. At least I liked his character. It was very interesting for me to get to like his character knowing that he dies. I think that the ending was good. It was unexpected. Something I thought about, after I was done watching the film. This film did a great job with the element of surprise, I think. I changed my angle so you can see my on-air sign. Continuing. So, my indie film class has in-person screenings, and I had the unique experience of viewing this film as a DVD. When you put it in the DVD player, you know how there's always a menu? It's like extra scenes, whatever else is in there. But the whole thing is set up kind of like Leonard's notes. It does not tell you where the play button is. You have to search for it. And, I suppose if you watched the DVD again, you'd have to try and remember where it was. And I thought that was a really cool touch because, finding where it was and probably remembering where it is proves to be a difficult task, just as Leonard's journey throughout the movie. I had never watched a movie like this that involved memory loss, the short-term memory loss. So I thought the short-term memory loss was very effective and a unique way to lay out this mystery. I'll mention again, the film had a great elements of surprise. A moment that I want to point out that I really loved is when Leonard was on the phone. He takes off this bandage that's on his arm. One moment, there's the train. The moment I really liked was when Leonard was on the phone and he was removing his bandage and the tattoo said, "Never answer the phone." That definitely had me on the edge of my seat. Now, for what I didn't like. I know that a lot of tattoo places do not accept walk-ins, and it's very convenient that these tattoo places that he went to did accept walk-ins and he could just get the tattoo done right away. It's not necessarily realistic. Also, all his tattoos with the different fonts. Some of them are big, and I know that those would take a long time, especially the ones with more intricate font details. You know, if I was in his position, I'd want to get the information down as quick as possible, so I wouldn't spend so much time choosing a font, you know? I do think it looked cool. It definitely helped portray how kind of crazy he got. Is it realistic? No. People could probably argue that other parts of this movie weren't realistic, but that was the only thing that really, like, bothered me a little bit. The only other thing I'll say is that, I do wish we had more comedic moments. That definitely contributes to why I liked Teddy's character so much, because he was my comic relief. And again, this could be argued. Some people might prefer a more dramatic movie. But if you know me, you know I love a good comedy. So I always appreciate any little added bits of comedy in a more serious film. So, in conclusion, I think Memento is a super well-rounded film. I really enjoyed it. It is definitely a worthwhile watch. I do not have many negative things to say about it. So I give it a solid 4 stars out of 5 on Letterboxd. Anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Wait a minute.